Hello and welcome back to the Orlando Adventures podcast. I'm your host Russ, and today we are joined by another wonderful guest from Natsventures. We've got Nat. Welcome to the podcast. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Good. Yeah, no, it's my pleasure. Genuinely. I'm loving your Instagram. I'm loving YouTube. So to get a chance to talk to you about it and to have a chance to talk about, your recent trip as much as anything, I'm very excited. Very excited. For anyone who might not know, who are you? What is your Instagram all about? What's your YouTube all about? Go for it.
Yeah, so my name is Nats, and if you've seen me on Instagram or YouTube, or even if you haven't, my name is Natsventures. So I'm originally from Glasgow, but now live down in England. And yeah, basically my Instagram and my YouTube are for storing all my memories from all of my trips with my partner Scott. And on my most recent one, my family came with us. So yeah, it's just a place for me to store all my memories, all my love for Disney, my love for Orlando in general, and yeah, just connect with loads of people who are in the same mindset as me.
Yeah, love that. Is that kind of what made you start your Instagram in the first place? Was it the memories and wanting to put them in one place kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah, because like I've watched YouTubers and like vlogs for like such a long time now.
Yeah.
And like whenever we were watching them, I'd always be like, oh, I want to do that. I really want to do that. And Scott was like, just do it. And I was like, no. And I'm not the most I wasn't the most confident person before. And I didn't really want to put myself out there and so on and so forth. And then we went on a few trips. I continued to watch vlogs, and it got to the point where Scott was like, you're doing it. And I actually reached out to a girl that we both know, Russ, called Jade, Time for Jade. And I reached out to her and I was like, Jade, what do you think? Should I start doing it? Should I do it? She was like, yeah, like do it. So yeah. I think if I didn't have the push from both of them, then I would never have started. And I'm so glad that I did.
Yeah, and I mean, just on the back of that, like you couldn't have gone to a better person, genuinely, for someone to be like that hype girl and just to motivate you and say, you know what, like believe in yourself because you can do it.
100%.
Jay's the one. All right.
I knew her from my personal Instagram because we both followed the Natsventures, who's also a vlogger. And that's who kind of like inspired me to start doing it. And we both followed him. She then followed me, and we kind of like just started like liking each other's stuff or like replying to stories. And then yeah, we became quite friendly like over that. And now like I talk to her all the time. I genuinely think she's the nicest person you'll ever come across. And yeah, I've just got so much time for her.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Just talking about the kind of inspiration kind of stuff, like you said about Natsventures, any other kind of vloggers as well? You said you've been consuming a lot of vlogs over the years.
Yeah. So my go-to at the moment is Happily Ever Charlotte. She is awesome. I absolutely love her stuff. And then I've also met someone through this community as well who I became like best friends with, and she also vlogs, and I've been watching a lot of her stuff. She's going to Disney in 4 days time, so she's got like her first Disney vlog series coming out.
Amazing.
Where I can then start watching her, and her name is Life of Lisa, and she is incredible. She is her vlogging style, the way that she can like just talk naturally, like she's just incredible. So I'm so excited for her Disney stuff to come out. And then I love like the Hamilton family,
friends of the pod. Yeah, love them.
I love them. They're so great. I actually got introduced to them from my mum and dad, because
amazing.
My mum and dad were coming with us on our recent trip, and they started watching vlogs. They got through all of the Natsventures, and they were like, we found someone new, Nats. We found the Hamiltons. And then they introduced me to the Hamiltons. So now I'm like binging everything.
Yeah, love that. That's amazing. Always good when we're like, there's people who've been on the pod as well. And I hear and I'm like, yeah, legend.
Like family.
Yeah, absolutely love it. And just to give me a bit of an idea, how long's the Instagram been going then?
So I started it in November, but I didn't start properly posting until February.
Yeah.
this year. So yeah, what's that, about 4 months now?
Nice. And with regards to the vlogs as well, then, because your latest series, this is your first full series, isn't it? From what I
Yeah.
can work out. But did you do any vlogs prior to this trip?
So in November, which is when like Scott kind of gave me the push in to start doing it all, he was like, just vlog one day, see how you go, vlog it, see how you feel, if you're confident enough to do it, blah blah blah. So I vlogged one day of that trip, and I watch it back, and it's one of the most awkward vlogs I've ever seen, because I'm like so quiet and I'm like so timid in it. But yeah, I vlogged one day at Animal Kingdom, and yeah, I didn't post it until February, like I say, when I started actually fully doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I posted a couple videos like back in the UK, pack with me, stuff like that. And then yeah,
Nice.
this is like my first full series.
Oh, amazing. How did you find vlogging your first full series then?
So because I had done the one vlog in November, it kind of gave me like a bit of like an idea of how it was. November, I was a lot more like, oh my God, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But this time it's so normal. Like everywhere you look, someone's vlogging, someone's got a camera in their hand. No one looks twice at you. Like no one cares if you're vlogging. No, like honestly, just I start thinking about it as like a way of me just keeping all of my memories in a little box for me to look back on whenever I want. And like how special, my mum and dad had never been to America, they'd never been to theme parks, nothing like that. And I've got all of that on film now for them and for us to look back on. And I'm just like, yeah. So I found it a lot better this time because I had the kind of better mindset for it, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
Amazing. Love it. And also like I think from every trip now, like there's going to be that kind of like it's an extension of the trip, I think, isn't it, by having that kind of ability to vlog it and be able to watch it back, which is so magical and something like which is so special, especially when it depends how long obviously you went for, but say you went for even 10 days, you're going to be editing that 10th one 3 months down the line from when you actually went. So you're going to get to relive that quite a long time down in the future, which is amazing. Absolutely love it.
Scott came home from work the other day and I was like sat on the sofa like crying, and he was like, "What is wrong with you?" I was like, I'm editing the vlog and I'm watching back on all the memories." And he was like,
I love
grow up.
No, that's so cool. I was so here for it. Absolutely love it. Oh, amazing. And just to give me a bit of an idea of kind of when you first started going to Orlando, then when was your first trip?
So my first trip wasn't until January 2023.
Nice.
Yeah, I had never ever been before. Scott had went a few times as like a kid.
Yeah.
And we had a trip booked for the Dominican Republic for 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm quite like a get up and go person. I can't sit around. And I said to Scott, I was like, I don't want to go to Dominican. I was like, it sounds so ungrateful, but I just don't want to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, can we cancel it? And I'll try Orlando. Like, let's go and try it. And from there, I was like hooked. Like the day we got back from that trip, I booked another. Like it's just like an addiction after that.
Yeah, love that. I mean, to be fair, like it's always fun to hear people who've gone on their first trip at like different times of their lives, because like I can only relate to the fact that I went when I was very young.
Yeah,
but obviously you're going to see it as an adult and you're going to have full appreciation of everything, whereas like I appreciated like 5% of it because I was 5 years old. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but you see it differently back then as well. Like, so
exactly.
That's so special. You've got those memories as well.
But also, like, I think the fact that your partner's been before as well, I think it's really cool because he gets to kind of see your experience of it and see your reaction to stuff that he knows kind of coming up. What was it that kind of made you fall in love with Orlando then? Because obviously you went and then you I mean, like you said, you booked the trip straight away when you came back. So
yeah,
what was it?
I think just like your day-to-day life of like work, if you've got a house, if you've got any stress, it just goes. As soon as that plane takes off from Heathrow or wherever you're flying from, and you know that you're going to Orlando, your stress lifts. You get there and it is just pure fun.
Yeah.
For the whole time you're there. There's so much to do. You feel like a 5-year-old again. Like I cry going through that welcome to Disney sign like every time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who am I? Like I'm so like consumed by it for that whole time that I'm there, that I'm just like, I'm a different person. Like Scott said it to me on this trip just gone. He was like, you're so different. He was like, I love you both ways. He was like, but you're so different when you're here. He's like, you're just light, you're airy, like you're just so happy. And I just think that feeling of like just nostalgia of being a child again, like it grips you, and you probably feel the same because you've went for years.
Yeah, big time. And it's exactly that. And I think just like, I mean, it's just so magical. And no trip's ever the same. That's the thing. Like being able to keep going, and you'll never do everything you'll never do everything in one trip. And I think that you probably found this in your 2023 trip that I don't know, but you probably went into it thinking you were going to do so much, but you probably came away again, but we didn't do this, and we didn't do that. We didn't do that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've been 4 times now, and I'm still like, oh my God, we've got so much to do. Like, we need to book to go back because there's this now open, or there's that we didn't do. And it's like, there's just always something coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said you've been 4 times now. So 2023 was the first trip. When in 23 was it?
So I went January 2023.
Yeah.
Then I went September 2023.
Nice.
I went November 24.
Yeah.
And then May 25.
Amazing. Love that. Love that you like fully got the bug. Yeah, I'm so here for it. So here for it. Over those trips, because obviously those, I suppose, especially the first 3 trips, where have you typically stayed? Have you been on site, off site? What have you kind of gone for?
So we stay off site. Scott's just done that since he was a little boy, so it's just what we do. We're comfortable with it. I'm a clean freak. I love washing clothes, so like having the villa where I can like wash all my clothes and rewear, perfect for me. So yeah, we stay off site in Davenport. We've stayed at a couple of different villas, but there's one in particular that we stay at quite a lot. It's called Sunshine Villa for You. I can give you links to it and stuff if you need it. But the villa owner, John, is awesome. He's from the UK. He is incredible. He's so helpful, so lovely. And yeah, we've stayed at that a couple of times now, and we've just booked to go back there next year as well.
Amazing.
Because we love it so much. So yeah. That's
love that. Love that. I mean, that's cool. And obviously, with you staying off site, do you get a hire car? I'm tangenting here, by the way. So, do you normally go for hire car?
Yeah, we get a car. Scott does most of the driving. I've done a couple of bits of driving. Actually, on our most recent trip, I was driving one night so he could have a drink with my dad. And I was reversing out of the driveway, and my dad was like, "Go, Nat! It's like, you're doing so well. I'm so proud of you. But you're on the wrong side of the road." I was like, "No!" And then Scott was like, "Yeah, I'll do most of the driving. It's fine."
Yeah, fair enough. The reason why I ask is because of like, if you're staying off site, I know, I've been an off site guy for years, and the ability to do more stuff outside of the parks by having that hire car is so much easier. Do you do much kind of stuff outside of the parks as well?
So yeah, we do. We love to go. So like, people always ask me about like dining reservations, right?
Yeah.
And I do as many dining reservations as other Disney girls may, because we are obsessed. You'll probably know it, the US 192.
Yeah.
Where it's just a massive road full of restaurants, and we just hop down these restaurants like every night. Just try loads of different restaurants. We go there all the time. There's like, on there's an arcade, and it's got like mini bowling, and it's just, I just love doing like just chill stuff like that in the evenings. We've done Kennedy Space Centre now. We like to do a lot of mini golf. I don't know if you've done Andretti go-karting.
Yeah, I've been to Andretti. I haven't done the karting. I've been in there. I just haven't done the karts. Have you done the actual kart itself then?
Well, yeah, because we had kind of avoided it other trips because I was like, oh, like go-karting's cool. Like, we do it at home. I'm not really that bothered about doing it. But this time we had tried to go to Top Golf, and Top Golf was fully booked. And I was like, Scott, let's just go to Andretti. Like, it's right there. Let's go for go-karting. So we popped in, and I was like mind blown by like everything that was in there.
There's
like,
so much going on in there.
There is so much to do. We ended up doing like 2 rounds of go-karting, racing simulators, loads in the arcade, like bowling, everything. It was just incredible. Like, and it's the price of it as well is like so reasonable. I was like so shocked by it.
Yeah, yeah, it's decent. They're because they're electric go-karts as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is like, obviously over here we're going to be like petrol go-karts outside, going to be, but like electric ones, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. I mean, that's a good shout. And obviously, you said about kind of dining off-site. I'm just intrigued. Any kind of go-to restaurants?
Yes.
Any go-to? Go on.
Yes, Ford's Garage, Rock and Brews. We love Outback Steakhouse is one of our favourites at the moment. Texas Roadhouse, we love. There's one called Sickies on the 192. Love it. It's good for a first night. We always go there first night. Yeah, all those kind of ones, like all those kind of little ones that are dotted round. We just love.
Love that. It's good shout. Good shout. And to be fair, like having the facility, like I said a minute ago, having the facility, having the car, and getting to all these restaurants, like because the thing is, I think people miss out on a lot of these, you know.
Yeah.
Like you know, dining in Disney's amazing. There's so many amazing places to go. But sometimes you just want a bit of like classic American stuff, you know. Just want a dirty burger somewhere.
exactly that. But I do definitely, I need to do more dining in Disney because I've not done a lot of it because we have had like the luxury of just going out and about. But I do need to try more Disney restaurants, I think. Yeah.
To be fair, like I mean, they're amazing. But they're the kind of thing. If you tick off a couple of them a trip, you know, you're gonna keep going back inevitably. So like, it's just an excuse to keep going back, isn't it?
Exactly that. Yeah, I like your thinking.
Yeah, and I suppose just to get into the recent trip a little bit then.
Yeah.
So how long? Well, when did you actually go? It was May, but when was it? Early May. When was it?
So it was. So Scott's 30th birthday was in May, and I actually surprised him with the trip for his birthday present. So
amazing.
I took him we went for 3 weeks. So we went from the 2nd of May until it was just over 3 weeks. The 2nd of May until I think we got home the 26th.
Yeah.
So we were literally there for like the whole of May. It was incredible. I can't even explain. I want to do it every year now. But yeah, we were there for just over 3 weeks. My parents came, but they came for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we had a week on our own, which was quite nice.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you said that you stayed, was it in the Davenport area? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Four Corners area, yeah.
Cool, nice. Which parks did you do then? Was it just Disney? Was it just, I know you're a bit of a Disney girl, so I didn't know about Universal as well.
Oh, I love Universal. We are big Universal fans.
Yeah.
The thing, like, we are like, although my page is quite focused around Disney, we just love Orlando. Like, Scott's obsessed with Universal and all that stuff. I love Disney, like, so we do kind of everything. But yeah, we did Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Discovery Cove, and Epic Universe we did as well.
Nice. So you've had a heck of a trip. Yeah.
Literally everything. Everything except Busch Gardens. I've never done Busch Gardens.
Really? Are you quite into a big coaster?
I love a big coaster.
Yeah, you've got to get to Busch Gardens. Yeah.
That's what I keep saying to Scott, and he's like, but it's far away. I'm like, yeah, well, so is Kennedy Space Centre.
Yeah, to be fair, it's about an hour and a quarter. It's not too bad. Like, and to be fair, the drive once you're on, I mean, it's the I4. Like, you're on it for
I4 has been a nightmare. The
70 miles.
So
yeah. I mean, it depends what time of day you hit it. It can be awful. We've all done it. We've all been in it and just sat there in gridlock for what feels like far too long.
Literally, and then it just disperses into nowhere, and you're like, "Where's that gone?"
yeah, bizarre. But yeah, next trip, try and get Busch Gardens in because you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. Yeah,
I'll pressure Scott.
100%. Yeah, do it. I mean, if he's into coasters as well, like, he'll love it. All right,
okay,
promise. Was there any activities kind of outside of the parks that you did on this trip specifically?
So we did Kennedy Space Centre, which we loved. This was our first time doing it. My dad really wanted to do it, and so did Scott. So we went and did that, and it was incredible. Like, I had the best day. What I would say though is, like, we went down for the day, but you could literally spend 2 days just to go around that centre. Like, just to like fully take it in. But that was incredible. We did like little things, like we love Celebration's like my favorite place. We went there. We always go walking around the lakes, but this time we hired a bike and we went cycling rounds and around the town and stuff, and that was literally one of our favorite things we did the whole time. We went to Disney Springs for Scott's birthday night, and we did the amphibious car.
Cool. I haven't actually heard of
Yeah.
anyone who's done it, to be fair. So
Oh,
this
it
is
was
cool.
so cool actually. Yeah, and as we did it at night time after dinner, and we didn't realize the time. And as we were going round, the Epcot fireworks were going in the background. It was
Oh, you picked
it was
the
insane,
perfect time. Love that.
literally. And then we come off of that, and Scott was like, "It's my birthday still." He's like, "Let's go do the balloon." And I'd never done the balloon before. And when I tell you, Russ, I'm not scared of heights. But the moment that balloon left the ground, my legs were shaking. Like I was holding on. I couldn't stand properly. It was horrible.
Yeah. Never again then.
I was like, first and last, never again.
Yeah.
But then this is actually a park thing that we did, but I have to mention it because it was the
Go
best
for it.
thing we did. H2O glow nights at Typhoon Lagoon.
Really? Really good?
Incredible, like literally incredible. Just the feeling of being there at like nighttime. It was quite quiet. It wasn't quiet. There was still like enough people for like a vibe, but it was quiet that like everything was a walk on. The wave pool wasn't crowded. The lazy river wasn't crowded. It was just incredible. And I stood at one point and I was like, I'm on a beach in a bikini with Buzz Lightyear. Like, what is my life? Like, I need this. So yeah, if we ever go back to Orlando and that is on, we will be doing it every time because it is incredible.
Oh, amazing shout. Sounds like, but also you've done like loads of different stuff. That's the main thing in it. I've got to go on a little Epic Universe tangent. I've got to do it. I can't not. I hear Epic Universe and I've got to talk about it.
Because you went, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. What was your first impression of the park? Like just going up to it for the first time and seeing it.
So it is incredible to look at. Like it is stunning. It is like literally breathtaking. The theming of it all is absolutely beautiful. I was like so blown away by it.
Yeah, I mean, insane.
It was cool. I'm probably not the best person to speak to about it though.
Okay.
So my experience, we did the pre kind of days where not everything was running. So quite a few things were closed when we went.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to do a lot. But also like the lands that are in the park is not necessarily things that like I watched. So like How to Train Your Dragon, for example. I'm not like a massive How to Train Your Dragon fan, or I can't believe I'm going to say this, everyone's going to hate me. Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Not a massive Harry Potter fan. Like so like I could appreciate like how amazing like everything was, but I think I kind of came away a little bit underwhelmed because I bigged it up so much in my head.
Yeah.
That then it maybe wasn't what I expected. But that being said, Super Nintendo, oh my goodness, incredible.
Oh, just wild as much as anything.
Insane. I was like, I'm literally in the game. Sorry, I was like, this is insane. So yeah, I love that part.
Yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. And I think just like getting the having the experience of going there before the park's even opened.
Literally,
how cool is that?
Cool.
Like
that was cool.
Yeah, that's one of those that I think that was one of the main motivators for me to like make sure I could do it. It was like in 20 years' time, I could be like, I went to that park before it even opened.
Yeah, literally. Question though,
go on.
What do you prefer, Stardust Racers or Velocity?
Stardust all day.
Do?
Yeah.
Really?
It's I my vlog comes out. Well, to be fair, my vlog will be out by the time this episode's out. It comes out this Sunday.
Okay.
And my initial reaction when I came off it, you'll see I'm a bit like, I think it might be better than Velocicoaster. I think it might, but I'm not sure. We then went on, we did the yellow side first, then we did the green side, and I was like, after the green one, I'm like, I'm almost certain.
The green's like a lot more like,
so to be fair, I found the green one to be a lot smoother. I found it to be a lot smoother, and it felt like there was a lot more times where you saw the other cart going round and you felt a lot closer to it.
Same thing. Yes.
Which I loved. To be fair, I preferred the yellow side because it had a lot more airtime. It felt a lot more like, it felt a bit rougher, it felt a bit bumpier.
Yeah.
And it was meant to be a little bit more thrilling. But then we had one final ride of the night and we did front row in the dark on yellow. I mean, that cemented it.
Goodness.
I was like, came off that and I was like, It's a better ride. I did Velocicoaster a few times later in the trip, and because I wanted to compare it. And for me, Stardust, it just something about it. I think the fact that it's long, it's a long coaster.
Yeah.
And I mean, I went into it, I'd managed to avoid all spoilers. I didn't know about half the elements in that ride. So when they happened, and I was like, what is going on?
Mind blown.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. That's where I am. And I feel a bit bad saying it because I've loved Velocicoaster for a long time. But yeah, where do you stand on it? Where do you reckon?
So I came off Stardust and I was like, oh my goodness, like incredible. That is better, like best ride ever. Like I genuinely see that surge of speed that you get on it.
Oh, it is something else.
Incredible. And my dad and Scott were like, oh no, like Velocity's still better. Like it's amazing, but Velocity. And I was like, no, Stardust all the way, blah, blah. We then went to Universal again.
Yeah.
And I did Velocity again. And then I was like, oh, I don't know now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still so torn to this day because I'm like, I don't know. I just come off of Velocity, and at the end of it, I'm just sat like smiling so much, and like me and Scott look at each other, and we're like, oh, "That was amazing." But yeah, I'm still so undecided. I feel like Stardust is faster.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not it is. Like this is it. I would have to look at it, but it does feel it 100%.
The surge, and my dad and Scott were like, "No, Velocity's fast," and I was like, "No." I'm telling you, the surge on Stardust is insane.
I mean, like as a spoiler warning for anyone listening,
yes,
like, I'm gonna say something about it. That kind of double launch you get on Velocicoaster has always been incredible, like absolutely mad. That launch when you're kind of on the yellow side and you're behind the green train and then you overtake it was something else.
Mind blown.
Yeah. Because I was like, this is cool. Like,
it is sick.
Yeah. And to just send you straight up as well after that. And then you obviously come over the other side. Like, yeah. I mean,
it's insane.
Yeah.
I'm very jealous you did it at night.
Honestly, if you get a chance, like we couldn't believe it. We were at the end of the night and we're like, oh my god, we're buzzing, we're going to do it at night. And all day, everything we'd said, we kind of manifested it into existence. So we're like, oh, do you remember the time when we got on Stardust front row at the end of the day? And we're just like saying it as a joke. And then they're like, oh yeah, you can go row one if you want. And we're like,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'd have been like a kid.
Yeah, literally, we're like, what?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. What a park. What a park. Where was I?
Tangent.
Yeah, obviously you've been back for was it like a couple of weeks now? How's the Orlando Blues? You all right?
When I tell you I'm depressed,
like I believe it.
The last night of my holiday, I cried my eyes out on and off for about 4 hours. And Scott was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, I can't go back to the UK. I'm not meant to be there. Like, I'm meant to be here. And he was like, but you need to go back to then come back. He was like, and I was like, I don't want to go back to work. Like, I was bawling my eyes out. So we've come back and I said, Scott, I need to have a holiday booked in to look forward to now.
Yeah.
So we've booked for May next year. We've put like deposits, etc. down, all booked in with work, etc. And we're now looking at November this year to go back because I don't know if I mentioned, but we became Universal annual pass holders when we were there. So it kind of like gave us the excuse to,
you've got to do it now.
Back.
Yeah. Yeah. So, find a good deal. You've got your tickets for Universal sorted. Like it's a no-brainer.
Exactly that.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. I'm very excited for you. Obviously, hopefully you get to do November. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
Amazing. On to the next little section of the pod, which is keep, update, and close then. So I've given you 3 options.
Yes.
3 mean options in reality. So what I've gone for Tower of Terror, Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, and then Space Mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know where you stand with these rides.
I almost cried when this came through because I love them. I literally love them.
Okay. I apologize, but also it makes it fun. So.
Also answer it.
Yeah.
So for me, keep has to be Guardians. Like, it is one of my favorite rides in Orlando. Has to be Guardians.
Yeah.
The other two, I was like, going back and forth between. I only did Tower of Terror for the first time this trip because
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
am petrified, not petrified. I just find it torture when
Yeah.
rides just go up and down, up and down. And I'm like, who wants to put themselves through that? Roller coasters I'll do all day long, but up and down. And you should see the photo of me on Tower of Terror. I literally look like I'm crying. I'm like holding on to like the bars. Like it's not a good picture. But I'd say update Tower of Terror because
Okay.
I now crave that feeling.
Yeah.
That feeling of like just
It's
being
just a
petrified.
rush. Yeah.
Yeah. So update Tower of Terror and close Space Mountain, which makes me sad because I love Space Mountain.
Yeah.
However, they keep putting my seatbelt too tight. And then it winds me as I'm like going
To be
round.
fair, it's quite rough as well. So
Yeah.
to be fair, like if it's too tight, you're kind of like it's literally just pulling the air out. Yeah, I totally feel you. If you, so I mean, I've got to ask now. If you could update Tower of Terror, what would you do to it then?
Probably make it a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's a shout. To be fair,
Probably.
like because I mean, is there 6 sequences? I think there's 6. Someone might tell me there's 8. I don't know.
Right.
But like, so there are different sequences in terms of you don't quite know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Like, so it doesn't do like the same lift every single time. But I mean, any ride surely longer just makes
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the thing. Like, Tower of Terror is so good that I'm like, what could you possibly update about it? Like,
Yeah.
what I would say is we did it in the dark at night, right? Because we did it once in the day, once in the night.
Yeah.
And during the day, I could like see out to the park when like the doors open. I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like, imagine that at nighttime. We did it at night, and because it's so dark, I couldn't see.
You can't
much.
really see. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I don't know, like. I just expected that to be like scarier and cooler because it was nighttime, but I actually think daytime was probably better for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good shout actually, because I think you're not that close to like the opening. So like you can see it from like a bit of a distance, but you're not like kind of over it necessarily, like in terms of when like the shutters are open. So yeah, it's a good shout. Good.
God, I should have just updated Guardians and chose different songs.
Wow, there you go. I mean, to be fair, surely at some point, I'd imagine they're going to do it.
You have to.
I mean, I think everyone. I don't know where you stand on it. What's your favourite song that you've had so far on it?
So I argue with Scott all the time on this. Tears for Fears is my favourite.
Okay,
it's just the best. Like, has to be every time I need that song. Scott loves Conga or Disco Inferno.
Yeah,
because he's like, it has to be a quick song, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. So yeah, mine's is definitely Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Yeah, nice, good shout. But it's one of those, and I think that a lot of the time it depends what people have had first as well, because I think that everyone kind of like that first experience, like for anyone, that first experience of that ride is like pure joy. Just to get into the final 5 questions I ask every single guest at the end of the podcast. Then, whole of Orlando, favorite ride. Come on, what ride? This is Universal.
Oh,
this
my
is
goodness.
SeaWorld, Disney. You go for it, all of them.
So I actually have made notes, right? And I've like broke it down into like favorite rides at Universal, favorite ride at Disney. And now you've been really mean because I don't know what I'm going to choose now.
Okay, tell you what I will do, because actually I've had people like ask before if they can do a Universal one and a Disney one. I'll let you do both because I feel really harsh after the Keep Updating close.
But it has to be one. Okay, right. Okay.
No, so go for one Disney, one Universal.
God. Okay, Universal for me is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but Rocket.
Okay.
Because
this is interesting.
It's so like my first trip, Scott and I think we did it first at Universal. And like I was mind blown. I was like, oh my God, like I chose the song. And they've changed the song list since then, right? And I used to always choose Limp Bizkit Rollin'. And that song on that ride was
a tune.
I love that song anyway. And it was just incredible. And me and Scott would do it together and we'd be like looking at each other, like head banging. And it was just the most fun. I'm so sad that's closing, by the way, like absolutely gutted. But yeah, I think for me, Rocket for Universal.
Cool. Okay.
Disney used to be Guardians, but it's changed on my most recent trip to Flight of Passage. I don't know why. I've done Flight of Passage like on previous trips, but I don't know. This trip, I just like became like completely obsessed with Flight of Passage. I just love it. It is incredible. But I always have to give a special mention. I'm so sorry. I've completely broken your rules of one per
No,
park.
go for
Toy
it.
Story Mania needs to get a mention because my family and I are so competitive, and the
Yeah.
way that we argue on that ride just brings me the best memories.
Amazing. Great shouts, to be fair. To be fair, not had Rip Ride Rocket as a shout in,
Love it.
I don't know if ever. I think it's a great ride. To be fair, I do think it's a great ride, and it's sad that it's going. But at the same time, like, if you look at Stardust, you look at Velocicoaster, you look at Hagrid's, and what Universal can do,
It needs
if
a
they put
facelift.
another coaster there, like if they can put something else, surely whatever they put there is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I
yeah.
hope so.
And I hope they still do the music selection though, because I think
Yeah.
that's so special. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah, they're I mean, I literally just saw this before we click record, but they've there's some construction walls have gone up down the end, and there's some Ghostbusters themed kind of facade gone up. So I mean, everyone's getting a little bit of a conversation going about would there be a Ghostbusters coaster going
that
in
could
there?
be quite cool, actually.
Yeah,
I think that'd be quite cool.
But we'll see. I don't know. Like, I don't want to say that's happening because I literally saw that about like
You're starting
an
all the
hour
rumors.
ago. Literally, like, let's just start rumors. Let's just make stuff up. Going from favorite ride, then let's go to favorite park.
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, easy one.
Easy, love it. It's always my first day park, so
Nice.
I've got such special feelings towards it. The Indiana Jones show, Toy Story Mania, we love going to the back lot, the restaurant for lunch. We always go there for lunch. Like, it's literally a routine on day one. Like, we know what time we're going to each thing at. So
love that.
Yeah, I love it. Such special memories.
Yeah, amazing park. And also, it's one of those parks. I always feel like there's a lot to do in Hollywood Studios, in my opinion. I think that there's a lot of different rides, and whether or not you're a Star Wars fan, Toy Story fan, you like those kind of like the nostalgia of Tower of Terror, it's a nice part to just be in. And it's nice
I agree.
To spend time in. So
even the music, like the music that's playing, like just the vibe of it, I love it. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, top tier. Next one, going to Hidden Gem. So this can be an attraction, a ride, whatever you want, but Hidden Gem or something that's your most underrated.
I actually think the Indiana Jones show.
I love this. I mean, this is such a shout.
I love that show so much, like, honestly, so much. And it is always like our first thing we always have to do when we get to Orlando. Obviously, on our first day, we do Hollywood Studios. As soon as we get to that park, it's the first thing we do every time. Like, I just love it. I think it's so clever. It's so cool. And it's so different. Like, I love it. I literally love it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's a great shout. Honestly, like, I'm with you. I'm with you on it being a hidden gem. I don't think I don't think enough people do it. I think because it's been there for quite a long time, I think people kind of go, oh, yeah, but I've done it. But at the same time, like, it's great every time. Like, every time you watch it, it's always good. Like, it's got everything, isn't it? It's got a bit of humor, it's got action, it's got fire, it's got explosions. Like,
literally,
you name it, it's got it. So
put an explosion in front of me and I'm there.
Yeah, here for it.
Don't say that.
I'll cut that bit, it's right.
Yeah, please.
And then going from like hidden gem to most overrated ride, then.
So I feel like I'm going to get hate for this. Ratatouille.
I'll back you. I'll back you on
it
all day long.
You're the only
so
person
overrated.
to back me.
No, it's so overrated. Honestly, the queues that thing pulls,
Literally.
I can't deal with it. Yeah.
We did single rider on it because we'd never done it. The queue was like 90 minutes or 120 minutes, something silly. And I was like, Scott, let's just single rider it, see how it goes. So we got on within like 15 minutes. Yeah. And I was like, at the end, I literally went, is that it? I was like, I mean, it's cool, but like, is that it? I would not wait that time.
It's bizarre. And I think it's nice. It's a nice ride. It's fun. But that's it. And that's the problem. And if I'm honest with you, like, just to jump on your point a little bit, I think that if this ride was in any other park, it wouldn't pull the queues that it does. But arguably, because it's in Epcot, where
There's not
sorry to
that
say
much.
for some people, there's not that much to do.
Yeah.
Beyond World Showcase and Guardians, like it just is pulling, and it's the same with Frozen, because I like Frozen, but Frozen pulls massive queues as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's
I
completely agree.
We had this conversation last week, me and Scott, and we said the same thing. Like Epcot for us, we used to absolutely love it when, like, on the first couple of trips, and then like on the past couple, we love it, but we wouldn't spend full day, like from morning to night at Epcot. We wouldn't. We would do it as like a half day now, which people are going to hate me so much for saying that. But yeah, I just don't think there's enough like there to do.
It's what you want to get out of your experience at Epcot. And like, again, I'll back you on it, because at the same time, like, if you're going there to go and have a chill, go and have a relax, go and eat or drink around the world, amazing. But at the same time, if you're going there for rides, experiences, shows, and all that kind of stuff, like there isn't as much as there is in any other park. There's no argument. And it's a shame, because obviously some of the stuff, like, you know, Guardians is exceptional.
Oh yeah.
So
Soarin'.
yeah.
I love Soarin'.
Yeah, Soarin', fantastic. I think I said this in an episode a week or two ago. I said about Spaceship Earth being, I like, pick that ride up and put it in any other park, and I don't think anyone goes on it.
Honestly, Russ, me and Scott went on that once, right? Scott fell asleep on it. He fell asleep. And I hate saying it, right? Because I know people are going to hate me for this, but I've never done that ride since. Like, I was sat on it and I was like, this pulls queues. Like, it does pull queues. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I love Epcot. Please don't get me twisted.
Oh, look,
I love
it. Looks
Epcot,
amazing. Wonderful looking park. Yeah.
But it's just, you know what I mean.
Well, if one of us gets cancelled, we're both getting cancelled.
Yeah, we're going down together.
Yeah, indeed. But we love Epcot, by the way. So And final question then. Best thing to do outside of the parks? Can be anything.
For me, it's going to sound so like, is that it? Cycling around Celebration. I had the best morning ever doing it. Like, it was just so chill. We stopped at the little rocking chairs at the lake, had a little coffee, then we grabbed the bike, went round all the time. It was just, I felt like I was in a movie. Like, genuinely, I was like, this is what I see on the telly. Like, it's incredible. So yeah, that for me was just unreal. And then obviously we mentioned like the restaurants in the 192. If people haven't done much of that, I urge you, if you can, to do it, because genuinely it's so cool just to see like genuine American restaurants like outside of a park. Yeah,
completely agree. Absolutely. And that's the questions. I'm questioned out. Honestly, this has been so much fun. You've been absolutely brilliant, and genuinely, like I said at the start, your Instagram's fantastic. Like the joy, the energy that you're bringing, and especially with your YouTube as well. Like, you can tell you're so genuine, and you're just enjoying it. Like, and that's what it's about, isn't it? Like, it's just about having fun, and if other people are enjoying your experiences as well, like, amazing. So keep doing what you're doing. When do your vlogs come out? What day do you release them?
So I release them every Tuesday at 4 p.m. So I'm on day, what am I on now? Day 6 is about to come out this week.
Nice.
I didn't vlog every single day because I wanted to enjoy some time with my family, because I don't know if I mentioned, my family are all in Scotland and I'm in England, so I don't get to see them often, so it was nice to have like time with them. So yeah, I didn't vlog every single day, but there is quite a lot of vlogs coming out, which is cool.
Cool. Amazing. Well, I'll look forward to seeing them. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure. So this was the episode with Natsventures. This was such a fun episode to record. Honestly, Nats was absolutely brilliant. So please do go and check out her Instagram and her YouTube channel as well when you get the chance. And I hope you all enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed recording it. And I will speak to you all in the next one.